Good evening and welcome to Paramount Plus's continued coverage of the Isuzu UTE A-League competition. It's Friday night football. We're in Melbourne at Amy Park. For so long, the fortress, the stronghold of one of the league's most successful clubs, Melbourne Victory. But for the moment, very little home cheer for Tony Popovic and his men. This evening, they will be looking for a first win in 7 matches when they take on a Wellington Phoenix side flying in the first of 4 away matches for the New Zealand side. Well, despite losing the Big Blue last time out 2-1 to arch rival Sydney FC, for the first time this season, Tony Popovic has gone with an unchanged starting 11. New signing Bruce Kamau will watch from the stands in the centre of defence. Matthew Bozanovski makes it 4 starts in a row alongside Roderick Miranda. Rai Marchand is missing through concussion protocol. That means Lee Broxham and Josh Brillante continue in midfield, while the side that scored just 12 goals in 14 matches so far goes with Velupile, Fornaroli and Falami up front. Well, for Wellington Phoenix, one change, it's an enforced one, despite an appeal against last week's red card in the match against Perth. Tim Payne is suspended this evening. So it's New Zealand under-20 captain Finn Sermon, who made 12 starts last season. He starts for the first time this campaign. And with Scott Wooten also missing with a calf strain, it's Josh Laws in the centre of defence. Steven Ugarkovic makes it back-to-back starts alongside Alex Rufer in the middle of the park. Plenty of goals in that attacking quartet. Speaking of goals, there have been few and far between for Bruno Fornaroli, who makes it career match 151 this evening. He hasn't scored in his last 7 after netting from the spot on debut for Melbourne Victory against the Jets. Those fans standing by their side. Here's one that used to wear the navy blue, Costa Barbarouses. He won it all with Melbourne Victory, either side of a stint with Phoenix. Now he's back at his hometown club. He scored against Melbourne City earlier this season, as well as against Perth Glory. Ufuk Talay confirmed that he had missed out on the Kiwi job, looking to emulate Ricky Herbert as coach of the Phoenix and the All Whites. He said he's no longer interested in the All Whites job, even if they come back and ask him, having missed out on the man they wanted, John Herdman, for the role. Tony Popovic, the most experienced coach in the A-League. It's match number 241 for him, and his 42nd at the helm of Melbourne Victory. Melbourne Victory fans for so long looked forward to this fixture as an almost certain 3 points. This evening, they look at trepidation at the visiting yellow and black, who arrive at Amy Park. Their last win was 5 years ago for Ufuk Talay's men. But Daniel McBreen, they will be confident of sticking the knife into a side that's already on its knees.
They will, Robbie. Good evening, everyone. It's a team that's flying high, this Ufuk Talay Wellington Phoenix team. Scoring goals, picking up points, and second place on the ladder beckons with a win tonight. And they won't be looking at the history books and seeing this is a bit of a graveyard for them. They'll be looking at recent history and saying, well, we're a team in form, and Melbourne Victory aren't, and they won't be looking to let them out of that pressure easily.
They're in something of a pressure vice, aren't they? They've got their head in it, Melbourne Victory.
Hopefully that can spark the confidence and can get that back. He can start really running this team and forcing the play.
Fornaroli with a nice little touch for that man Brimmer, who finds the run of Velupile. It is Victory on the front foot. Falami, the 2 young wingers looking to combine. Velupile caught by Elliott. Foul, says Mr. Kersey. And the first chance from a set piece for the home side to get on the front foot.
Well, good positive play from Melbourne Victory down that left-hand side.
Well, he is. There's no one on the post. It is almost a corner. They're holding them out. There is a chance for offside, I guess. Brimmer. In it comes. Sale. Could have backed himself to grab it, perhaps, but decided electing to punch. And Brillante trying to see it
Well, I think it's offside. They're saying Brillante came from an offside position.
Yeah, clean sheets have been few and far between for Victory. They're yet to win in 2023. There's the touchback for Zavada. And that's a nice little loosener for Oscar Zavada, because he scored in his last 4. He can equal a club record. 5 matches in a row on the score sheet, set by Tom Ahmed.
In his first sight at goal.
Ben Waine early in the season, Kraev after that, and now Zavada. They've always had an informed goal scorer, the Phoenix. There's Geria into the area. Josh Laws was cleverly across in cover after Moragas was opened up, and Cadete with a speculative effort from distance, not troubling Ollie Sale. A-League or all combined?
All combined.
Sergio Melta, Adelaide City, all for one club. Back in the old days, well over 400. It's his roofer.
I knew you'd know.
Ugarkovic, Adelaide City feature very prominently, as that's a good ball in, and the header! What a header from Oscar Zavada! Well, that is spectacular. And when you have that kind of control, when you have that kind of expertise, just put the ball in the middle, because that is all class. He has now scored in 5 matches in a row and equaled the Phoenix record. Your defence is terrified. Well, it might be. Zavada is on fire.
Well, this is a carbon copy of one of the pre-match. A Harvey Norman replay will show he spins off the furthest centre-back between centre-back and full-back, as we pointed out so wonderfully well. But look at the header. The header to guide that across, back across the keeper into the far corner. That is perfection. Wonderful ball from a deep area again, and absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Switch of play, Moragas. In it comes the header from Cadete, first time back in. Clever little ball from Ugarkovic. Seen out of play, goal kick. Ball in, back post, Kraev is there. It's a good leap from Cadete, driven back in, Ugarkovic. He does have a spectacular goal in his repertoire, but not on that occasion. Fulami. Third foul of the evening for Callan Elliott. And that's exactly what Mr. Kersey is saying. 1, 2, 3. That's enough for a yellow card for the right back.
There's no real need there to dive in either. Could have kept running along, shielding the ball, the player away from the 18.
This is Brimmer. Brimmer still. Few impatient and frustrated groans trickling down from the terraces.
You can see that the idea was just a little too straight, wasn't it?
How well organised they are. How they're prepared to press. Miranda back with Bozanovsky all the way back to Matt Acton. Brimmer, they've played their way out of the press this time. Early ball is a good one. Fornaroli's touch, back in, back post. Brillante, oh, what a save! Fornaroli! And the Socceroo ends his goal drought and gets his second goal for Melbourne Victory. It may not be the most beautiful goal he's ever scored, but it may yet prove to be one of the most important for Melbourne Victory. You can see what it means to him.
Well, the Harvey Norman replay shows the press came from Wellington, but wasn't good enough. And they took a leaf out of Wellington's book and put the ball in early. First attempt came there to Brillante, and as it comes back to Fornaroli, you can see the relief in him there, the celebration. Good ball back across there. Great save from Ollie Sale. 2 defenders on the line, but nothing they can do as Fornaroli pokes it home. And a sigh of relief. And there it is. Come on.
1-1. And Phoenix with it all to do again. Ball looking back post, Moragas. And they managed to just stretch them and find a bit of space, didn't they? Fornaroli again. Brillante making one of those trademark runs from midfield. They have to be careful here. Barbarouses bursting forward down the right-hand side. Zavada. It's across the face of goal. He's got Moragas alongside him. Kraev is there. He finds the Bulgarian now. Now there's no Zavada in the middle. Not yet. Big switch of play. Callan Elliott running into a forest of navy blue. It's a great switch of play for Lamy. Starting to see a lot of the football as well. And he's a player that can make things happen. The 1-2. And the effort deflected, by the looks of things, rather painfully off Steven Ugarkovic. That was travelling.
And that was much better play as well. And if I'm Falami, I'm running at Callan Elliott every time now on a yellow card. It comes inside on this occasion. Wonderful 1-2 with Fornaroli. I'm not too sure if he wanted the return pass and thought Fornaroli might take it, but
in it comes. And the header from Miranda, just wide, but really only just.
Wellington Phoenix with all 10 players back in the box, and Roderick Miranda just runs in unopposed to that near post area. Really under no pressure at all. Really should have hit the target.
Fornaroli did very, very well, and Victory can break forward again here. Cadete for Falami. Chance to run at Elliott. He's on a yellow into the area. Falami cuts it back towards Velupale. And now the follow-up. Oh, and he's put it wide. What a chance for the Spaniard Cadete.
Well, that's a glorious opportunity. A wonderful run again from Falame. Callan Elliott on a yellow card. Has to be careful.
There's not much to do, just hard work. Hard work, hard work, hard work, as Cadete does well against Elliott, turns inside. A little bit of an arm wrestle. And now, Falami again, crossing in, it's a great ball! Off the crossbar from Fornaroli. And he might just be saved by the linesman's flag. For offside, only just.
Well, he asked then because he wanted to know I'm offside, wasn't I? It was a wonderful ball, and you can see there he just goes a little bit too early, but Lucas Moragas was caught napping.
And that will be just about that for this first half. A thoroughly entertaining first half of football in our Friday night action here on Paramount Plus. Oscar Zavada equalising a club record of scoring in 5 consecutive matches with a wonderful header before an A-League scoring legend, Bruno Fornaroli, got his second for his new club. And what an important goal that might turn out to be in the mix this season. Half-time at Amy Park. Melbourne Victory 1, Wellington Phoenix 1. Fornaroli and ball to old heads, number 10s. Shooting the breeze. And we are set for the second half. It's the home side looking to end that run of 6 matches without victory, 5 defeats in that time. They have never lost 4 in a row at their home ground, Amy Park. That could happen this evening. They're a side low on confidence, but Daniel McBreen, in the end, it's very evenly poised because the visitors had the best of the opening exchanges, went ahead, and then Victory dug deep and fought back.
Yeah, they did. I thought that last 25 minutes Melbourne Victory really stepped up to the plate, obviously got themselves a goal. They just started to find a little bit of cohesion, particularly down this left-hand side. I thought Ben Falami's been having a great game. He's been a real standout. Just that Bruno Fornaroli goal, we saw the celebrations and what it meant and how he was trying to pump up his team. I'm sure we heard it before the match, Tony Popovic saying he's not too sure what has been the problem at home. I'm sure at half-time he said, well, let's just have a little bit more of that, because I think he can feel himself a little unlucky that they weren't going into that half-time break a goal to the good.
Oh, that's nicely done by Ball. The cross towards Zavada. He was waiting for it, and it very nearly came.
Well, there's an ever-present danger in that penalty area, isn't he? It was wonderful work from David Ball here. Gets in first there in front of Miranda, around Geria. A little look up there, and you could see two runners, Zavada and Barbarousis, behind him.
Dealt with at the back still. No organised, active support for Melbourne Victory. As here's Brimmer. Got his body in front. Was knocked over. Yellow card for Sermon, taken quickly. It's in the back of the net, but it won't count. Taken too quickly for the referee's liking. The goal last season against Sydney FC from almost this exact position. He's done well tonight, stepping into the side, Sermon, at the back.
He has.
He's solid one-on-one. New Zealand under-20 captain. Now, Cadete is another that fancies these, but surely this one is for Jake Brimmer. It is! It is! Well, when your confidence is sky high, you can do wonders. And Jake Brimmer has got his set-piece mojo back. That was perfect. Victory have scored twice in a match. And Victory lead.
Well, he spoke about confidence last week. There's the foul on the Harvey Norman replay. Still, I'm not too sure about that one, but it's a free kick, and we spoke about the class. Look at that. Perfection. The confidence is growing. The radar is spot on that one. And last year's talisman is leading the way and leading the charge. That is a wonderful free kick.
Zavada, it's a clever touch. Ball. Running at Cadete, he's got Barbarousis. Old has made his way into the middle as well. There's plenty of options. Barbarousis, the former Victory man, back post. And the header again. Oh, it's been spilt by Acton. He's clattered into David Ball. Referee wants to make sure the ball is okay first and foremost.
It was calamitous, wasn't it?
Vargas up the line, it's been kept in play. They're still dominating possession, Wellington Phoenix, and they've won it back high up the pitch here. Ugarkovic. Well, he took the shot early and had Acton worried.
He had a couple of runners too. He's coming up on his right-hand side in Barbarousis and Ball.
Geria for Velupile. Oh, the ball is lovely, so is the touch from Brillante. Looking for options, Velupile following in. And it's well defended by Finn Sermon, even if I'm not sure he knew too much about it.
It was a great ball, a great run, and the first touch was fantastic. And then he just sort of got caught under his feet. And then all you see is yellow shirts around him.
Bozanovski as well as Ugarkovic. It is Bozanovski! Right across the face of goal. Fornaroli. Cadete's cross is a good one into the danger area. And now Brimmer off the post. And somehow the Wellington Phoenix goal survives. Jake Brimmer denied a second of the night by the width of the upright. And about 3 Knicks players all avoided an own goal somehow.
Well, that just sums up right there what we've talked about all night. They create chances, they're getting great balls into. Look at that, it just bounces out of the way. Brimmer at the back post with a strike off the post. It's bouncing like a pinball. Fornaroli with the follow-up.
Who is a striking option, but has never played A-League football, on the bench for the first time. As Brimmer's pass for Falami is a good one. He's got Fornaroli in the middle. And those two had a blow-up last week. A little misunderstanding, but...
Well, he just had to be greedy there, didn't he? He just had to drive to goal. It was a fantastic run, and it's a wonderfully weighted pass from Brimmer. Just puts it in his path, and he's just going away to goal there. Just take another touch, fire it across the goal.
That's a lovely ball in towards Zavada, who was wrestling with Bozanovsky and Geria. Now Sam Sutton. He's a player who can provide. Saas looking back for Sutton into the area. It just wouldn't sit. Now Ugarkovic. Well, he hasn't brought his shooting boots with him this evening. 7 minutes announced. Williams over the top for Juric to chase. Oh, the mistake, and Tommy Juric makes sure of the points with one of the easiest goals that the former Socceroo will ever score. And that's all she wrote. Melbourne Victory will finally return to the winner's circle. But it hasn't happened for Wellington Phoenix this evening. Now Wilson. Is there going to be even more joy for Melbourne Victory? Ugarkovic back. And that will be that for the first time in 2023. Melbourne Victory are on the right side of a scoreline. What's more, it comes at home for just the second time this season. The home fans with plenty to cheer about. Full time at Amy Park. Melbourne Victory 3. And a big sigh of relief for them and their supporters. Wellington Phoenix 1.